Yo, what up? It's your boy, and we back at it. Alright, yeah, so we found this secret room. Uh, I hope we find actually some good information. Alright, let's get into it. I... It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. There we go. There's a bunch of files and what looks like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all just covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy School Registry. Student Registry. This is the only thing in here that's not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand. But before I had the chance to look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. You must not leave? That's kind of weird. I can understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. The words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I do? What do I know? What don't I know? I Did I just get whomped? What? When did fucking Rey Mysterio join the fucking party? A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long I'd been... Gah! Ow! Apparently something hit me, and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head provided that much at least. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The pain insisted in my head. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. Why not look at the crumpled up piece of paper on the floor, or the piece of paper to the left of the desk? Whatever. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it to the first floor of the school. Ugh. The farther I walked, the more I felt things are getting blurry. I can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... Huh? As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. That sound. It's coming from the gym. As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym? Let's fucking just go in. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from the gym, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Okay. Before me, there raged the battle beyond anything humanly possible. No one side's not human. No, one side's not human, that's for sure. But regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal.
Oh, that's who he was talking to.
I've
The
made
deal.
a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
Oh shit. What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be? The mastermind spy is Sakura? Damn it! Sakura! Alright, who's biting the dust next? Who's about to get to steppin'? Yo, back to the streets. Yeah, overwrite that ish. Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed Junko. I completely forgot she was in this game, to be honest with you. I mean, it's been so long. I remember Sayaka because she was, I don't know, the person we played with the most. But, like, I honestly forgot about her. I'm not gonna lie. Then Leon got executed. Then Mondo killed Chihiro. Boop. And then he got executed. Hifume killed Taka. Then Celeste killed Hifume. And then she got executed. And that brings us up till now. The next morning in the dining hall, the day after Celeste's case. So now there's only 5 of us here. Only a third of the number of people we started with.
Indeed.
The loneliness has become commonplace. That's true. Still, what did I see yesterday? You saw a battle of the centuries, and you weren't even paying centuries. The battle of a century, and you weren't even paying attention, my dude. You weren't even paying attention, my dude. Sakura was the mastermind spy, or is the? Can that really be true? Makoto, are you okay? No, I'm fine. I can't bring it up in front of the others. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone with that much more.
Okay.
In that case, let's eat till we pass out.
Huh?
What do you mean, in that case?
I mean...
Well, because look how scary everyone looks. It's gotta be because you're all fighting on empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll all cheer up. So let's eat.
Okay.
Let's fry up some fish and donuts and eat till we can't stand up. Huh, well, that's like Deep Impact style, Meteor Impact, Extinction Level event combination of foods.
Huh?
What? Those are both breakfast time top sellers. Still, the till we can't stand up part is the problem. After we're done, we need to go explore.
I see.
That's right. Since the class trial is over, new areas should have opened up.
It's true.
Plus, we still have Alter Ego. We don't have to give in to despair just yet. That's right. We have a plan ahead and thinking about the future.
You got it.
Yeah. Think happy thoughts. not deathly thoughts.
You know?
Like when we're gonna get out of here, right?
For serious.
When this is all over, I think I want to get reborn for serious. Or, I mean, reborn as someone serious.
Well,
Yeah. Are you hey, are you okay? That sounds like something someone who's about to die would say. I'm totally kidding. I'm not gonna die. Why? Because there aren't gonna be any more murders. Hey, what makes you so sure?
According to the spirits...
I predicted it last night. Since it revealed itself to me earlier from the ether, there's no doubt about it.
However,
How accurate is your fortune telling anyways?
How about that?
I can usually hit 20 and 30% on a good day. That seems really low.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Well, hey, it's not like it's ESP or whatever. Of course, I'm gonna only get it right
The occult
sometimes.
is bullcrap.
I told you, my fortune telling isn't some occult thing.
so,
Fortune telling isn't occult?
You got it all wrong.
Of course not. Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Don't put it in the same category as cattle mutilation.
Huh?
Cattle what?
so,
He's referring to the urban legend where aliens abducted cows and dissected them as parts of their research.
Actually,
No. You're calling it an urban legend? As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it happened to me. It all happened one day when I went to get a hamburger. It was a place I'd never been before. They claimed their patties were 100% all beef. So I got a burger to go and headed home. But before long, the weed hit me.
the end is nigh.
The sky was filled with mysterious blinding light.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger. And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in midair.
Wait, is that supposed to be an onion? What's this white thing? So there's bun, lettuce, patty, what looks like another bun, and then this big circular thing right above the lettuce. Is that supposed to be onion?
And then, still floating there, the entire burger started coming apart. One part of it just vanished, while the rest fell back into my hand. Do you realize what that means? It means the burger wasn't 100% beef. It must have had some pork or something mixed in. Something like 70% pork and 30% beef would be my guess. You can't trick me.
So I stormed back into the burger place and got up in the manager's grill, and they totally admitted it. It wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork with it.
How about that?
Now, don't you see? That is cattle... Okay. Mutilation. I kinda got lost halfway through. I can't tell if you're for the occult or against it. You stink of stupidity.
Don't be mean.
I stink of... How dare you? Well, you do stink, though. That's fine. That's fine? Anyway. I hope your prediction turns out to be true. Well, at the very least, I won't murder anyone.
yeah.
Me either. I mean, I would never.
of course.
Me either.
Indeed.
Nor I. That goes for me too, of course. I could never kill any of my friends. I felt those words of encouragement were helping... Oh, I felt like those words of encouragement were helping us come together as one. After so much sacrifice and hardship, we'd finally become united. But,
Well.
to be honest, I wish Byakuya and Toko were here for this too. But they're so hard to deal with. They only think about themselves. Yeah, we're better off without them, I say. That was enough. That was enough to prove. We were united for the time being, but within that bond hid weakness and fragility. I've never heard fragile used as fragility. Maybe I'm just not pronouncing it right, but it seems like that's what it should be pronounced as. We began our search As soon as we finished our breakfast in the dining hall, we had to find out what had opened up and what was waiting for us. Boo, 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 boo. Oh shit, I should have a bunch of coins. Let's go get some gifts, baby. Swoop. Give it a shot. Oh. I don't know what that is. Oh, did I just put one coin in? Should I be using like more coins to get the repeat percent down, or does it not matter? I should just be doing one coin each time. I mean, this obviously goes a lot quicker because I'm not going one coin at a time. But I wonder who I should give those scissors to. Wow, I didn't get lucky one time there. Story of my life. I mean, what? All right. The 4th floor! So now we have access to the 4th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. Maybe this time we'll find some kind of clue. No, this time I have to find it. It's in the bathroom! The girls' bathroom. It's pretty obvious just by looking at it. No good reason for me to go in. Oh yeah, because we didn't just find out that there was a secret passage in the boys' bathroom. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Because no normal human being would just be like, okay, well, we already found a pretty huge clue, but no good, the door's locked. I guess I won't be getting in there. According to the nameplate, this is called the data center. But what's behind the door is a total mystery. What do you have to say, Hero? I'm glad this floor got opened up and all, but there's like a ton of locked rooms up here. I noticed that. I'm Monokuma from the school score. I'm very kind. Gather up your coins and come play with me, or I might die of loneliness. Well, that's kind of fucked up. Another picture? This is the office. But of course, there's no hint of any teachers that would normally we'd be able to rely on. So that's Hifume, Celeste, and Sayaka? Huh? There's a picture on the floor. This picture. Wait. Celeste, Hifume, Sayaka? The smiling faces of 3 people who are dead now. A classroom without metal plates all over the windows. It's exactly the same. Just like the picture I saw before. There's no way this isn't important somehow. They're smiling like the way you'd expect any normal teenager to smile. Just a normal group of high schoolers living a normal school life. I can't possibly believe they were able to smile like that in a world of despair like this. So does this mean this picture was taken before they ever came to Hope's Peak? Which would mean everyone in the picture knew each other before they got here, including Sayaka? I mean, Hifume literally said before he died he remembered everything and that they all met before. It kind of reminds me of Saw. It's like they're all like connected in ways, but I think that's, I don't remember I actually saw that well, I think. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I saw some movie where it was a murder movie and every single person was connected because they knew each other in some sort of way they've met before. But anyways, yeah, Hifume literally said that before he died. You're a fake! Monokuma popped out of nowhere and snatched the picture from my hand. A forgery plot? What are you, a middle schooler? You think the moon landing was fake too? Come on! Then, you're really saying this picture is real?
Hey,
If there was such a thing as Nobel Truth Prize, I'd take first, second, and fourth place.
too bad.
Actually, that's probably not true. I asked you a question. Is this picture real or is it fake? Oh, Makoto. You're so eager to split things in half, aren't you?
Hey,
But it's no use. Just no use. If you try to split something that can't be split, you'll end up feeling like you're the one being split.
it's true.
This picture is real. No more, no less. Without another word, Monokuma disappeared. So the picture is real. It's really real? If that's true, if that's the case... Like, he's talking to himself this whole time and then just stops, like, like, right when he, like, has, like, an idea. And it's just, like, I know it's for, like, the, you know, the player to just be like, what's gonna happen? But it's, like, it doesn't make sense, like, storytelling-wise. Well, not that. I guess character-wise. Because he's been talking to himself in his head or out loud all the time. So, like, what's to stop him now besides a story device making it so we don't know what he thinks he knows? Anyways, there's a flower on the desk. Somehow it makes things feel that much weirder. And I found a coin as the soil in the plant. There's a flower on the desk. Another coin. These are flower coins. Ooh, is that a double coin? Alright, beep, beep, beep. Is this room literally just to give me coins and for me to see that picture? Oh, damn, I just had 9 and I just got 12? Oh shit, I just got 3 more? Damn. Excuse me. Alright, I guess there's nothing. Excuse me. I guess there's nothing more for me to see. There's a nameplate on the door that says Headmaster's Room. The Headmaster's Room? There must be something worthwhile in there. Rattle, rattle. Huh? The door's locked. Damn it. Oh, Makoto, be careful with your language. Inside the room, the smell of medicine was oppressive. This is the chem lab. I hoped inhaling all this stuff doesn't do permanent damage. It's a remarkably big shelf, and it's stocked with all kind of medicines.
That's right.
Hey, Makoto! Listen, Makoto, listen! Just take a deep breath and calm down and listen to me. Okay, Hina? Just chill out. There's all kinds of stuff we didn't have before. Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, creatine.
Okay.
And what? There's even protein enzyme X. What's that?
Hey!
A high quality protein drink. Or I don't know why the fuck I said it like that for her. It's a high quality protein drink. It's a high quality protein drink. It's nothing like that cheap swill in the warehouse. It's kind of sewer level. Oh yeah? This is amazing. It's a gold mine. Ah, my prayers have finally been answered. It's time to load up some more prayers then. A gold mine, huh? Hina and Sakura seem to be lost in a deep but friendly conversation. I need to find out what's going on with Sakura and the mastermind, but I can't while she's with
Hey,
Hina.
Makoto.
Huh? You need something? No, it's nothing.
Huh?
You sure? Okay then. Sakura's lost in conversation with Hina. What is it, Makoto? Did you need something? No, it's nothing.
So,
Really? Well, okay. Weirdo, stop staring at me then. Really? I mean, you're never gonna have a chance to talk to her because they're always together. Yeah. How do I... Okay, I guess that kind of works, but... What dismay? This is the music room. It's hardly even a classroom. It's more like an actual concert hall.
Hey,
You know, you haven't told me what you think yet. What I think
so...
about the secret room in the boys' bathroom? Ah, well, I did find the secret room, but as soon as I started looking around, I was attacked.
What?
Attacked? By who? Well, they came from behind, and I didn't have any time to react, so I didn't see who it was. And when I came to, the mountains of files and documents were all gone. I'm sorry. I know how important those were.
That's fine.
It's okay. I already saw what I needed to in there. And I had suspected the mastermind might come after you. What?
Because...
When I discovered the room, the mastermind must have seen me on the surveillance camera in the hallway. They must have seen me go into the boys' bathroom and not come out. Still, I wanted you to go and see it. I wanted to see how the mastermind would react. Essentially, I wanted to find out if the mastermind actually knew about that room.
It would seem...
But to attack you and steal everything in the room. That must mean there was some unknown clue in there that could have revealed the mastermind's identity. Then you knew I was gonna get attacked?
That doesn't matter.
You can handle that kind of thing though, right? After all, you're a boy. What does she think a boy is? Fine, I understand. Then let me ask you something. Do you know about the note that was left there? The note that said, you must not leave?
Just a second.
So, we shouldn't talk about that. Not here. Kyoko stole a quick glance at the surveillance camera.
So...
I'm looking into it. If I find it out anything, I'll let you know.
Listen to me.
Is that okay? She made it sound like she wasn't asking, but it was clear I wouldn't have any say on the matter.
So then,
So, now it's your turn. Let's hear your secret. Huh? Did you think I wouldn't notice? You're hiding something.
am I wrong?
Am I wrong? That's...
What?
What's the matter? If you're worried about the camera, why not just write it down? Well...
Hey,
We're friends, so you should be able to trust me. Isn't that what you said before? You're right. That there shouldn't be any secrets between friends, but there's nothing worse than expressing doubt about your friend when you don't have the evidence for it. I wonder if this is like a huge plot point. I mean, it's true I don't know all the information, but like, I mean, I just tell her what I know. Just like, I think Sakura's the spy because I heard her and Monokuma, I saw them fighting in the gym, and she said, I will resist you, and then Monokuma's just like, you sure? I still have a hostage, and then she's just like, Gah. So I mean, I don't know. Tell her. I haven't found conclusive evidence yet. If I talk about it now, it would just make things much worse. Friends couldn't keep secrets, but there's nothing worse. Okay, then I guess I can't even tell her. Sorry, I can't tell you. Not yet.
correct.
So, that's your answer?
However,
But do you think that's fair? You were happy to hear what I had to say. Now you're not willing to... But now you're unwilling to share? I'm sorry, I really am.
that's fine.
It's fine.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ooh. With those as her parting words, Kyoko left me standing there alone. I think I made her mad. I've already taken a good look at things around here. There's a lot to think about, but for now I should head back to the dining hall and talk to the others. Not long after I got to the dining hall, the others began to trickle in. And after a few minutes... So, this is everyone?
Well then.
Okay, let's discuss what we all discovered. Yeah, good idea. Kyoko? She's ignoring me.
So,
Hey, Makoto? Does Kyoko seem upset to you?
that's right.
She is, isn't she? She's totally mad. Yeah, I think it looks like it.
What's your deal?
I bet it's your fault, isn't it? You must have done something to her. Ah, this is bad. Metal sheets. Metal sheets had been attached to all the windows on the 3rd floor. None of them budged an inch.
In other words,
Just like everywhere else. Escape from the 3rd floor seems unlikely. That was to be expected, though. I found a couple rooms on the 4th floor, but they were locked. The data center and the headmaster's room. The headmaster's room? That sounds like some kind of place we find some clues. If we can only unlock the door and get inside.
But
Who cares about the stupid lock?
how about that?
It should be no problem for the world's strongest missing link to knock down that one measly door. What was that? What? No, please, continue. Did you say I've got the nicest butt on the block? The curviest hips in town? Is that what you said?
What the heck?
Hell no, I didn't.
Hey.
Then what
Come
did
on
you say?
now.
Because I know you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the master's room.
Unbelievable.
Knocking down your headmaster's door? What kind of war on education are you trying to start here?
Your teacher has
That's
such faith in
my
you.
room, you know.
This is how you
It is
pay me?
now, anyway.
With betrayal?
And you're thinking about busting it down? You seriously don't want to piss me off. You have any idea how much bacteria lives on a single bear claw? No, I was just kidding. Please don't get mad.
Damn it.
I'm not mad.
What?
You're totally mad.
This is
I
kind
was
of
hoping
depressing.
I wouldn't have to add a rule for this. But if you're gonna go around having those thoughts, I have no choice but to add to the school regulations. Seriously?
Too bad.
Breaking down a locked door is prohibited. There, that's a new rule now, you jerks. The new rule has been added to the regulations. Is he gone? Whew. Man, I was scared for my life. I was sure he was gonna kill me for serious. But if he would go out of his way to make up a rule like that, there's no doubt that something's important must be hidden in this headmaster's room. But now that it's a rule, there's nothing we can do. Way to go, hero. So breaking into a locked room is against the rules now. If he would go out of his way to make a rule like that. Oh yeah, okay, I'm just repeating. Hina!
Yeah.
There was a big shelf in the chem lab on the 4th floor. It all had all kinds of chemicals and stuff.
Okay.
And there was an all-star cast of nutrient additives and supplements. You should at least go take a peek. I highly recommend it. You think you and Ogre are probably the only ones interested in that stuff. Oh, but it's not all good stuff though. There was some medicine and health stuff on top of that. There was also a bunch of different poisons. Poison? They were all labeled clearly though, so it would be hard to grab one by mistake.
It's true.
Still, we better make sure we're careful around there. Yeah, we probably shouldn't tell Byakuya and Toko about the poison, right? What do you mean? Well, just in case, you know what I'm trying to say? Just in case. Yeah, I think you're right.
However,
It's Byakuya. It won't be long before he discovers it himself. But to put something as dangerous as poison right out in the open, that's absolutely the work of the mastermind. So, has everyone said what they needed to say? I think so.
We're serious.
But it looks like nobody found any clues at all, let alone a way out. I haven't been this depressed since my house burned to the ground. Someone do something to cheer me up. What, can I say something?
How about that?
It's cause my dad smoked in bed. No, I have something I'd like to report. So you guys all remember, right? You remember when I found that picture on the 3rd floor the other day?
Perhaps.
You mean the one that showed Mondo, Churro, and Leon all together, right? Yeah, I remember. What about it? Well, I found another one. Another picture, almost just like that one. Another one? But this time, the picture was of Celeste, Hifume, and Sayaka. Huh? They were all smiling. The classroom in the picture didn't have any metal coverings on the window either. So the picture of Mondo, Churro, and Leon wasn't the only one. Now you found that one. Now you found one that had Celeste, Hifume, and Sayaka. But how can that...
Conspiracy!
Monokuma must have faked it. But if the picture is real, then everyone was in it. Everyone who was in it, there would have been some kind of hidden connection there, you know? Don't you think? Some deeper truth that we just don't understand?
What?
Can't be, this is fake. But Monokuma said it was real. I know he wouldn't just write that off as a lie, but...
so
then you must trust Monokuma's word over the people who have died. Huh?
because
That's what you're saying, isn't it? No, that's not it. I'm shocked. You told everyone how we should believe in our friends, but you refused to do the same. That's not... What's going on, Kyoko? Why are you getting so emotional? I don't understand why you're so angry.
Hey, come on.
Come on, stop fighting, or all your good luck is gonna float away. Anyway, Makoto, you're thinking about it too much. There's no way Monokuma didn't fake that picture.
Of course.
He's trying to confuse you. You shouldn't listen to anything Monokuma has to say. You might be right, but still. Are you still so conflicted?
What?
It looks like you guys haven't stopped playing nice. Byakuya. You all have the same sunken look on your faces. You were all so ugly before, you shouldn't let them sink any lower. When I look at you, it makes me think of a frog sinking into a pile of manure.
You know?
Sorry?
Just a second.
Why are you apologizing?
What the heck?
Leave us alone, you're not part of this.
That's right.
That's true enough. Your problems aren't mine. We are, and always will be, completely separate. So whatever's causing your faces to turn so ugly, has absolutely nothing to do with me. But if I happen to discover a vital clue, it wouldn't concern you in the slightest. Huh? Did you say you finally... Did he finally just say something useful?
Hey,
Byakuya, what have you been up to?
That's fine.
I don't mind telling you. Perhaps forcing your lazy brains to get to work might do you some good.
Such ignorance.
I was in the bath. What else would you like to know? Today's lottery numbers? Was he taking a bath? Is he saying he's been talking to Alter Ego? Did he tell him something?
it would seem...
Maybe we should all go take a bath. Good idea. A mixed bath?
Okay.
A mixed bath? If Alter Ego did tell him something, I wonder what it could have been. Dude, why doesn't it just take me there? Because it's not like I can go do anything else right now. So just take me to the room. You do that in other parts of the story. When I got to the dressing room, Toko was sitting alone on the bench, the laptop in front of her. Toko, did you decide to come hear what Alter Ego has to say?
What's your problem?
I already heard it with Master. With Master. You don't have to keep saying it. Anyway, so what are you doing right now? Shut up. Stop bothering me.
How about that?
Get out of the way. We have to talk to Alter Ego.
Well,
No, I made Master a promise. A promise? Master told me to wait here, so that's what I'm gonna do.
huh?
What are you, his dog? If that's what Master wants, I'd do anything he asks. You just love being mistreated. Well, fine. If you really want me gone, by all means. Achoo! Hey guys! What's going on? We'd like you to move. Sure thing. Just kneel down before me and beg. I'm kind of giving her Monokuma's voice. I don't know how to do her voice. Toko, seriously, I'm asking you nicely to let us use the laptop.
You SOB!
Didn't you hear what I said? I told you to kneel and beg.
How about that?
Come on, Makoto. Give her the old 1-2 combo. 1, drop to your knee, 2, beseech. Why are you acting like you're not part of this? I was getting desperate as I felt. I was as desperate as I felt. Finally, I did kneel down in front of her and I said, please, I'm begging you. Will you let us use the laptop?
I'm on fire!
Such a ultra miraculous feeling of happiness. All my pent-up anger at Master for abusing me is evaporating. So you even realize it's abuse?
Hey,
That should be enough, right? Hurry up and let us talk to Alter Ego. Okay.
You really came.
Everyone, come closer. I already talked to Byakuya, but I was finally able to crack open all the files that were on this laptop. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
correct.
Just what I thought.
I see.
Finally, the time has come.
Um,
I'm starting to get kind of nervous. I felt the same way. Resting on the keyboard, my hands started to shake.
Just a second.
Move. The single word was like a sharpened blade. Wounded, I moved and let her take over.
So then...
Here we go. Kyoko began typing, the words appearing as fast as I could read them. Can you tell us what you found out?
Leave it to me.
Sure. I'll analyze the files and extracted all the information I analyzed the files and extracted all the useful information I could. And one particular important fact I discovered was that a certain plan had been put into effect here to isolate the students of Hope's Peak Academy and create a communal life for them. That was the stated goal of the plan. But it was meant to be more than just a normal school life. The students were intended to live out the rest of their lives here.
I see.
It's exactly the situation we found ourselves in. It's quite unthinkable, isn't it? And what's more, the one who came up with the plan was none other than the administrators of Hope's Peak Academy themselves. Wait. What? Hold on. Then the reason we've been imprisoned here? It wasn't the work of some psycho freak or criminal organization or whatever?
No way!
It was the school itself? That doesn't make any sense. Why do they want to do
Just a
that?
second.
I don't think Alter Ego is finished. Perhaps we should hear the rest.
That's right.
It seems the reason... Sorry, one second. It seems the reason they would devise this plan was because of what happened 1 year ago. This is how they described the event. They said it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. What does that mean?
What?
Yeah, what kind of name is that for something? Otherwise known as the tragedy, and it was apparently some sort of devastating occurrence. Because of the tragedy, Hope's Peak Academy was forced to discontinue its role as a school and close down. I see. Then, things are finally starting to make sense. What this means is, 1 year ago, this tragedy took place. And whatever it was, it forced Hope's Peak to shut down. From there, they decided to use the school as some kind of staging ground.
That's right.
They planned to sequester the students here, where they would live out the rest of their lives.
So,
Sorry, one second. But why would the administrators want to shut everyone in like this?
Hey,
And what could this tragic event have possibly been? In a flash, Kyoko was typing their questions into the computer, and the answer we got was, Sorry, I don't know. If that information was ever on this computer, it's gone now. I'm totally useless. I'm sorry. And that's all he said.
What?
Then, is this really the end? We got halfway through the answer and that's it?
Indeed.
It would appear so. Disappointing. Oh, wait! There's one other thing I forgot to mention. I think it might be important. I believe it has to do with the mastermind. The mastermind? Kyoko's fingers moved even faster as they had so far. Did you figure out the mastermind's identity? No. That I still don't know, but I did find a clue, I think. The one leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. And according to these files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's someone in this school right now.
The headmaster?
The headmaster is here in the school?
okay.
Then that's gotta be the headmaster. I mean, Monokuma's been calling himself the headmaster, right? Which makes the real headmaster that much more
You're
suspicious.
serious?
But if we really break down the door to his room, we're dead, right? So what are we supposed to do? I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I'll find the headmaster. No matter what, no matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I
I can't explain why. I just have to find. I just know that I have to find him. She has to? Kyoko, what's going on with you? When she heard about the headmaster, her reaction was almost violent.
So then,
We should see if Alter Ego has any more information. That seemed to be her attempt to regain her composure. She started typing again. Did you learn anything else?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That's everything I found. All the information on this laptop seems to be pretty old, so that's all I could do from here.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry. Then it really is all over.
Hey.
Wait. Alter Ego seems to have more to say.
So,
Well, it's kind of a different topic, but I was wondering about something. I haven't seen Celeste, Hifume, or Taka since yesterday. A heavy silence fell across the room. The only sound was the flat, precise clicking of the keys as Kyoko typed. They're all dead. What? I see. Certainly I knew that was a possibility, but
okay then.
it really happened.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. There's no point in getting depressed over things I can't do anything about.
anyway,
Well then, I guess that's it. That's it. A simple phrase that held so much meaning. She began typing again. You have done your job. Thank you. I'm done? I guess I am, huh?
Okay then.
Then maybe I'll take a little rest. I'm kinda tired. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. With that, the laptop entered sleep mode.
I see.
So, Alter Ego did everything he could.
indeed.
We wouldn't have talked to him. Oh, we won't have to talk to him all that much anymore. But I kind of feel sorry for him.
But
You feel sorry. He's just a computer program, right?
Well,
I know, but still, he did everything he could for us, you know? I mean, yeah, it did, but that's what a computer program is designed to do. You don't tell a computer good job every time it shuts down, do you? Well, no. But when we talked to Alter Ego, I guess I just didn't see it that way. I know what you mean. I feel the same way.
hey,
Hey, come on. It's just a program. You can't tell the difference between a program and a friend, right? Or you can. But you know what? What's the difference between us and that program, really? Huh? I started thinking about how we would differentiate a person and an AI. Alter Ego isn't human. I know that. It's just a computer program running. It's just a program running on a computer. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think of him as our friend.
that's right.
Yeah, he's no different from us. He's still our friend. I think maybe I understand where you're coming from. Then there's no problem calling him a friend. After all, the more friends, the merrier, right?
how about that?
Check this out. Friendship has no survival value. Instead, it gives value to survival. So anyway,
What?
don't anyway that. It was totally smart and cool thing that I quoted from I don't remember where.
Hey,
Anyway, there's nothing more Alter Ego can do to help us. As such, his role is over now. Am I wrong about that? No, but...
just a second.
And frankly, I question the ease with which you decide who is and isn't your friend. Do you really mean that?
Wait.
The story has gotten off track. We should go over what Alter Ego said one more time. Yeah, good idea. What was the Hope's Peak staff thinking? Why are they making us try to kill each other? Alter Ego said that what happened over a year ago is what started everything.
Well,
Yeah. He said it was the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history, right? It must have been a huge accident, whatever it was. But did something like that really happen over a year ago? I don't remember anything happening that you could describe that way. What about you guys? I don't really watch the news, so...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, nothing comes to mind.
Anyway,
The event led to this closing of
at
Hope's
the
Peak.
very least,
If nothing else, It must have had some kind of connection to the school.
What? What?
Maybe all the students were killed or something.
However,
That kind of catastrophe would have been all over the news. At least one of us would have remembered that.
Could it be?
Then maybe they're covering it up? That would explain why none of us knew that the school had been shut down.
I see.
Totally covering up something like that. I suppose that's not totally impossible.
What the heck?
What's wrong with our government? Our taxes pay their salaries. They should be handling that stuff like that.
Anyway,
Maybe. But right now the only path is to the only one but right now there's only one path open to us.
so
We have to find the headmaster of Hope's Peak
Correct.
Academy. We have to find him and make him tell us everything.
no matter what.
As long as we get our hands on him, I think. Kyoko. When she said headmaster, I got that feeling again. But even that is a problem not so easily solved. Yeah, you're right.
So then,
Well, our business is done here. So for now, we should get out of here. Oh yeah, good idea.
Yep.
Then I... Huh? Is it really that dusty? Wait, I mean... Oh, no. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not guarding it. BioQ is gonna be so mad at me. Let's avoid getting involved in any further. Good call. But as we left the dressing room, someone was there waiting for us. My heart is pounding away. It's pounding with anger. You're not still mad about the whole breaking into the headmaster's room thing, are you? Oh, that little matter doesn't matter even a little. And I'm a little jealous of you guys enjoying an indecent mixed bath, but that doesn't matter either. It's building. I feel it building.
Now I'm
The head's about to boil over with rage.
Please.
Don't get angry at us. Help. Let's help him center your chakra. Let me help you center your chakra. Itching. Etching this onto the walls of your brain, okay? When you do something to me, I do it right back. An eye for an eye. A fang for a fang.
Huh?
Fang for a fang. Be careful. He just chanted an incantation of devastation. No. It was just a saying. Oh, I see. But what was he talking about?
As such, soon the door. Okay then.
correct.
So, it is nighttime.
Hey,
What does everyone want to do? Celeste was the one who suggested our nighttime rule, but she's gone now. I think we should still avoid being out at nighttime. I know it'll make me feel better that way. I agree.
it's true.
Very well then. In that case, time for bed. So everyone headed back to their rooms. Monokuma's parting words left me feeling anxious the rest of the night. Once I was back in my room, I got lost in thought. What I had learned from Alter Ego kept spinning around and around in my brain. The administrators of Hope's Peak Academy had planned all of this? They did it because of the tragedy which had happened a year ago before, and apparently the headmaster is the one behind it all, the mastermind? All these mysteries make me worried, but I still have to try and unravel them bit by bit. I'm sure the road will be long and tough, but I don't have any other choice. Let's talk about where I was at before I became a bear. At first, I was at a total loss. I just had no idea what I should become. A lady at our tech support development suggested I try being a shrimp. She was like, "Oh, the company's been trying to push for this forever, and it's really incredible offer." But as she laid out all the details, it turned out it wasn't a tiger prawn like I'd hoped, but a little popcorn shrimp. That's totally tiny. I would have been the world's smallest mascot. I like eating shrimp. I didn't want to be one myself. Plus, someone might come along and step on me. So then the lady totally started laughing at me. She was like, "You think we can do a tiger prawn on our budget?" So ultimately, I decided to become a bear instead.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
What?
Good. Get ready.
First things first, I need to head to the dining hall. Leave this area? Why, yes. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. What are you staring at? Oh, Toko.
What's your
What?
problem?
You think your eyes will rot just by looking at me? Fine, then don't look at me. I think she's just surprised to see you at... I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting, that is all. Indeed. It's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah. What made you change your mind? Byakuya, he said he likes girls that have some meat on their bones. Wait, why isn't it auto?
Okay.
Hina.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said she wanted you to... Oh. I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but... You didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You dirty... Makoto, dirty president of Dirty Land. You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that. Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning.
Huh?
Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We can all see how disgusting you are.
Huh?
Shut up! You, that lusty body of yours. Night after night, you go out for your illicit club meeting. Hey, knock it off! I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. Your midnight sexual I'm just gonna skip that word. Activities only put us in even more danger.
Please.
Stop it. You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big fat chalk tight. Going for that extra credit. Your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. And it's amazing. Indecent ideas are coming to me one after another.
Bastard!
So, you'd rather have your black eye on the... Would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? Yeah, sorry.
Come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gone a little funny from all her pent-up frustration. Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, yeah? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want things to be better as soon as possible, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Sorry. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. If you want to hit someone, hit Master. Please him. Please hit him. Oh, please. Let me watch you hit him. I think it's best if I stay far, far away from her. Sakura? What is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Now that Kyoko dumped him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart? Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they've got the right equipment, right?
Just the worst.
Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. Why is this happening to me?
Well,
Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains. Huh? What is that? It must be because of that battle. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's right. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys like worship protein like it's your god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat. Eat? I'm kind of nervous.
Huh?
Huh? How come?
What's your
Because
problem?
I usually don't eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I ate by myself.
What the heck?
What about your family? Oh, well, yeah. I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom.
Huh?
You had two moms? What? That's just how things were. That's like a serious issue. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. I have some time until tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw, but in a way, I was kind of relieved. Excuse me. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. Sorry, 1 second, please. Makoto, are you leering at me? What are you thinking? What are you planning to do to me? I was perfectly happy spending time by myself. But I guess if you're so desperate for attention, I can hang out with you for a bit. I spent some time with a cold, distant Toko. Toko and I grew a little closer today. No, I think this is the first time talking to her, right? She's just standing there. Does she want something? But she's not saying anything. Maybe you should try starting a conversation. Toko? What? You want to talk to me? Well, I can't stop you, so talk already. Okay, sure, but what should I say? So, what do you like to do in your spare time? Why do you want to know? Well, I mean, you know, we're trapped here together, right? If we're gonna be friends, it'd be nice to get to know each other. What? Huh? What did you just say? After that part about being trapped, where are you going with what? Huh? Friends? What do you mean, friends? You think I'm stupid? You're trying to trick me. I've been hurt once before. I'm not gonna let it happen again. You were hurt? What happened?
Anyway.
Come on, you don't really care about me. You don't want to know about me. Even I know that. No, that's not true. Fine, then tell me. Tell you what? You know they call me the ultimate writing prodigy, right? Yeah, sure. You won all kinds of literary prizes and stuff. Then tell me what I'm good at. Tell me what my genre speciality is. If you really want to convince me you give a crap, you should at least know that. The genre. It's either romance or young adult. I can't remember. Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure I was right. It's romance, of course. Oh, you actually knew? Your biggest success is So Lingers the Ocean, right? Everyone says it's your masterpiece. The book was such a hit that Fisherman shot to the top of all of the hottest man polls, right? How did you know about that? There's no way you care about me. I'm telling you, I do. I mean, we're friends, aren't we? Nah, I'm blind. Your straightforward nature blinded me. Yeah. Toko ran off, screaming like a banshee. I'm not really sure. Does she hate me now? Ooh. Yeah. I got vocabulary, yo. Oops. Go away. She wouldn't even look at me. I guess she doesn't even want to see my face. What's going on, Makoto? I'm like super exhausted, so I hope you don't need anything from me.
Please!
Can you please cheer me up? Makoto, I'm so down in the dumps. I got no energy at all. I did my best to cheer up a down and out hero. Hero and I grew a little closer today. Pretty sure I've talked to him before, right? Well, if I haven't. Wait, am I stupid? Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. Gah! Such mysterious power. This is true blue port. Makoto! The dawn of a new era draws near. Seeing Hiro so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy.
Yo!
Hey, Makoto, what's up, my brother and fellow mother lover? Let's raise our semi-siblings up, right? Okay, what the fuck? Stop talking about that.
Oh,
So.
then.
And you're ready for the next round? Never. Actually, how do you know your fortune telling anyway? I saw you do palm readings and stuff, and you didn't use any tools or anything. Wow. I didn't think you knew about divination tools. Divination tools. I don't even know. Sounds like you know your way around the spirit world. Not. I'm not sure you need to know that much to know about those kinds of tools.
Yo!
You know that I know you're an expert. I have a question for you. A correct answer will get you another discount. No
Could it
thanks.
be?
There are 22 cards known as the Major Arcana and 56 cards known as the Minor Arcana. Generally, the cards from the Major Arcana are used for divination. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Major and Minor Arcana and the Major Arcana cards are used to tell the future. That must be tarot cards. Oh, I know. You're talking about tarot cards, right?
What?
Ah, gloriously correct. I know now to tell your future for a measly 600 bones. Wow, really? Is that something? Is something I would never say. I've had enough of your fortune telling for one lifetime. Yeah, I see. Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. Sure thing. Anyway, getting back to what I asked you before. If you don't use any tools or whatever, how do you do your future telling?
Don't be mean.
Fortune telling. Well, don't be fooled. I have my own techniques. For example, I employ numerology. Numerology.
Yo!
It uses a mathematical formula to predict the future based on birth dates, letter numbering, and all that. But I didn't see you doing anything like that earlier. Well, it's more of an inspiration style of fortune telling. Some kind of unknown power just acts through you, and suddenly, bam, you've got the info. You're talking about intuition?
How about that?
Don't try and describe it using such a cheesy word. But if it's not intuition, then it's got to be some kind of supernatural power.
It's not like some occult
Don't compare me
mystery.
to clairvoyance, to some occult don't compare my clairvoyance to some occultist crap. I hate the occult. Take that crap somewhere else. I hate the occult.
Well?
You hate the occult. Yep. Now there's some good news. Act now, and I'll throw in an extra bonus for your reading. I use white magic to record a CD of spirit messages I received from the luxury suite of heaven. 5 seconds from this baby, and you'll be witnessing miracles and communicating with angels for days. You said you hate the occult.
What the heck?
Hey, business is business. The more I talk to him, the less I understand. I shook off Hero's sales pitch and headed back to my room for a while. Please be time to go to sleep. Yay, bubba.
Attention. Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can.
Ooh, motivation time.
Quickly.
Sweet. He made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym, and he sounded pretty serious about it too. Right now, I have to get to the gym. Oh. My bad. I probably could have just fast traveled, but whatever. You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside. Aren't you gonna go in?
However,
I have a bad feeling about this. More than just a bad feeling. More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together after all. Sakura?
well then,
Makoto. If something happens to me, Hina. Huh?
I'm sorry.
No. Never mind.
So then,
I'm... Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves? Huh? Sakura. Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we all gathered at the gym, it began.
Well,
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us our next motivation presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right?
Huh?
We have to go through this again? No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No! No, no, no! No, 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 no! That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
today,
The reason
I'm
I gathered
feeling
you
black.
all here is so that I can get rid of my grudge. Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya? I've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about
In
it?
other words,
Well, today, I'd like to tell you about that spy. What?
hey,
Guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami. He said it so openly, it made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal, even though he just revealed a huge secret. What? What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
What is this?
What are you talking about?
You're a liar!
There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura?
Huh?
Sakura? And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be held responsible for what might happen to the hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with the information is up to you.
Grills,
Roast her,
chills,
boil her,
grills.
kill her, don't kill her, whatever.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Either way, I can't wait. And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he'd been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
What the heck?
So, what does this mean? Is it true? Has Ogre really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong. You're
Well,
wrong.
he's wrong. There's just no way.
Hey,
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. What? That he was being serious. Ogre's been working with the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So you've been lying to us this whole time?
huh?
It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's gotta be some reason she didn't have a choice. She was being forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. Their mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. What? You're talking like you know that for a fact. But, because I do know that for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting, and that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during the fight, I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that? The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who we can trust without question. Is that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some alternative reality fairy tale? She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely can't trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff, and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
What are you saying?
Sakura would never do that. Okay, then Sakura, if you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well, I'm sorry. I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please.
So you're telling the truth? You have to believe
Don't
her.
make me repeat myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What is this? What's this promise? What about? Blah, blah, blah. What is this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words.
I see.
I see. So even now, you've taken aim at our lives.
Wrong. You're wrong.
You're wrong. I'm telling you. Sakura would never do that.
What
You
the heck?
don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible.
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please, stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? I'm going to challenge them. Even if that means we both go down. I will defeat him.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility.
Huh?
Hold on. What do you mean? If you both go down? Hina. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
Whoa, confiding in her? Oh, calm down there, Sakura. But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
But
Sakura!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
As such, soon the doors to the dine. Okay then.
Whew, man. Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
no way.
Hold on. This whole thing with Sakura
Don't make
is
me repeat myself.
over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible.
No, Sakura is not our enemy.
Why?
Why? Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
Calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But
Anyway,
go to your room, calm down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood, we were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is the spy. She is the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not the enemy. She's my friend without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues, even a soccer player touring Europe, even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer and on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets. as things they like to go back. Every human has regrets, has things they like to go
But
back
I
and
don't,
change.
'cause
But
I'm a bear.
okay, I just felt like in Invader Zim. I don't know why, just the way he said, "Cause I'm a bear," just made me feel like I was watching
Good
Invader Zim.
morning, everyone. Get ready.
Yep. I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. Can we just get to someone dead? Please? That's what I really want. Just for someone to die. So that this game can actually start. No, I'm just joking. Are you still mad at me? Kyoko, good morning. She's still ignoring me. Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has gotten really heavy. You can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. Makoto, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. Toko? Byakuya? Byakuya? What are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here. Refuge?
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. The Mastermind's... Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is, if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. Threat?
What is this?
Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair? The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets the balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid? This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
You're a dumb butt, okay? You're stupid, dumb butt, fat face, poopy doopy poop dip da. Before you go getting far into your argument, maybe we should stop and think things through. Why did the Mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
however,
That might be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive to the Mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, that hatred.
in other words,
In other words, this is right. This right here, the fighting, the bickering, this is a trap the Mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
but
That's not what I'm trying to do. I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can beat the Mastermind, like she said, I'd go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot! You'd really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her? It wouldn't matter.
Huh?
What? If Sakura were to die, the only person for the one less person for the Mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on. Byakuya. In fact, if she died, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest.
What the hell?
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
What?
I should have died. Interesting.
Interesting.
Then, are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead. Try it if you dare. That's how it works here after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
that's right.
This is exactly what the Mastermind wants. It is exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow. How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths. No, 1,000,000. She was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
This is what other people call having feelings, Byakuya. And all you can do is mock them for it? What's wrong with that?
Hey.
Friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is gonna come back and bite you hard.
I don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. So, you know, how about we, eat? Or maybe now's not a good time?
You know?
Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms one by one. Whew. So what should I do today? I kind of just want to rest, to be honest. Well, you don't get a choice. I'm just gonna skip through this day. I don't care about talking to people.
This is a school as such. Soon the doors to the Okay then.
Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I was just hoping... I just hope nothing happens tonight. After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay then, how about to make you extra special, you could be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways and backwards, I want to go forward. I heard her annoying sigh on the other end of the line, and then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of a crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard it. I know all about it. But so what? The crab beats the monkey. And it's just some legend, but it's just some legend. Hardly relevant to our agreed obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world. But the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do you do your market research, lady? Which is why I chose to which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Good morning, everyone. Get ready to greet.
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Ah, huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Why did I sound like a girl there? Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? We're out of weed, dude. His fingers shook as he pointed.
Hina!
Are you okay? What happened?
What does it look like happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You've gotta be kidding!
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table and that led to a sneeze.
You SOB!
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. Man, oh, look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it totally set you on fire? Anyway, you totally not adorable boys. Just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and indulging myself and for who knows how long. Okay, then let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hero, help me. Sure thing. Jenna says Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room. He carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to finally regain her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still, it was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know? Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. There's no point in getting somewhere right now. Oh, okay. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, okay, we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was about Sakura? At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left in your life, left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go. She just,
What the heck?
without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
Serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
Oh shit, that was me. It's all my fault. But I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all those terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as those tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office busted open, and I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us. Hina!
Huh?
Sakura? You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's no big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hero, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It was all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
Damn.
To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone and hurt her. What is this?
How dare
What
you?
is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
Oh, no forgiveness!
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
What?
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why? Somebody save me! Hero nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later, what's going on?
Hey.
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
It would seem...
I've gathered that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line? Goodbye. Wait, Sakura! Hina sprung into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier? It doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking. That's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah! To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected
wouldn't
such arrogance from you.
What?
Because
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted. Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's forget about it. Okay, thank you.
whew,
I want to talk to you about something else. What is it you want to talk to me about?
indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So,
Just come with me, and you'll find out. I guess, but...
shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Ah, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence. And in silence, I chased her, and eventually we arrived. The dressing room. So there's something you mentioned?
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it is not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to talk to us. Ask us. What does he want to ask us? Alter ego wants to ask us something? Hello? Oh, so it's just you two? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers laddered across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Oh, yeah. So, I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school's network. What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work? I don't want that. I want to be able to help. And I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want, too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you do that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it, and they'd find you, and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too adorable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what's the difference between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the programmer's creator couldn't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. But if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend. So I want to take his feelings into consideration. He says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
want to believe in myself.
I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
to me.
So please, let me try.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice. One
That's
place?
right.
Remember? There's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera. The secret room. That's it. The secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there. And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing some Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind might spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all of that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our biggest chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then, let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed him underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh, you can't talk right now. We're gonna move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of cables. There's a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. There might be a network cable in there.
However,
Might there be a network cable in there? Assuming the Mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, we can just... Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room.
Hey,
Hey, Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I made her mad again
Just a
somehow.
second.
Why? Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Okay. First, we have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled the laptop out and connected the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all of the rest of us, as friends. Friends? Even me? Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us to
Goodbye.
hear. Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that was for sure. Kyoko!
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course. I have no other reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about, like, what are we gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done.
However,
it's true. But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
So...
If we can't find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. If we could find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friend. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kind of tired. So I lay down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So not before long at all. I don't know what the fuck it said. I had completely dozed off. Huh? The sharp sound of a doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Get out of here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me. She was white as a ghost. It sounds like something happened. Huh? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room, what's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in a chair, like she's bowing, but she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past, and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking and calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So, what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into the room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the lock to the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why? It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words.
Either way, the door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in. Let's smash the window. That's the fastest way. Oh, okay, I'll go find something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hasn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Well, yeah, because once the bells would have rang, 3 people have discovered a body, technically. Is she okay? I mean, is Sakura... So, I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence, and that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry. Okay, you two, stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could, aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces and scattered across the wrecked floor. I stuck my hand through the window, through the now open window, and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just push it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her, all I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then, oh shit.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the
Oh shit. Who the fuck are those? Oh, is that okay? That's Hina, right? And then who's that other chick?
Huh?
Huh?
Sakura's
Sakura's.
dead. She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered what she confirmed that Sakura. I wondered was she confirming that Sakura was really dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Mina left the rec room. Hina, and I. Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre?
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead.
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You just heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you were going to say? No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It's one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura. What?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
Forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad. What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right.
File!
And don't get so mad, Miss Hashina. Or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? Was it you? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura. Huh? You wanted Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
In
then
other words,
and then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Phew, which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through our little fight. Even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well,
So, I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one. Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Cause, I mean, your lives are on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
won't forgive
I
you.
hate them. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working with the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then, let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay. Then Hina's guard number 1. But we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine. I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say. Which is... Hiro? By Byakuya? Toko? None of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura.
Forgive
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. Don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears any further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
clear now.
I won't ask any of you to let all of us in. I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyways.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care.
Aha!
I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hero? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't really have anything to hide, so why do I
It's
care?
all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but we should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura. For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine. That's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's
Listen to
killer,
me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura, that's not a matter of hoping we can. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It was kind of hopeless. It's a kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but just to do it. Investigate! I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. Time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
So...
The only way into this rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, then there's no way out, in or out, till we broke the window. There's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see that kind of thing a lot in mystery movies, a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Well, when you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer committed the crime and then through some special methods seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approach includes using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of varieties or variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it is, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or a tool from outside the target the victim inside. To target the victim inside. Wow, I can't read right now. You press the switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door. Something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't seem to have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it is opened. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
But the fourth one is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a
In
locked
other
room.
words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see those a lot of novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off the list too? I believe so, yes. When it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which one of the 4 choices seems most likely in this
It's true.
case? That's a good question. Answering that should be on our primary focus for the trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can for Sakura, if nothing else. This looks like some kind of wrapper. Huh? That's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Whoa.
Well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little bit. So you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. As soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get the chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. There's shards of glass scattered around Sakura's chair. The chair Sakura was sitting in. The glass is all red, and there are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. That's what I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottle?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, huh? You know, where there's a where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of a Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle, which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that Monokuma bottle was the weapon. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Sakura drew her last breath, slumped over in the chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head that Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood, and I can see a trace of blood on her lips, for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Byakuya?
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has something to do the reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to the way she died. She was poisoned. Oh, I'm stupid. That other one's probably, yeah.
What the heck?
You already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet here and to meet here. Fuck me, man. Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. And you know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? She went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her here in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura, herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. There's some kind of plastic bottle rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein, and she mentions more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can, it's got a label that says Chem A2? This reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. She must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of blue glass. They must be shards of blue glass. They must be part of the window that I broke.
Correct.
But they weren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become important clue later on. Important clue, I'm not sure I see how. Well, it's like someone was in the room holding that and then dropped it. You're awfully close to that area, Byakuya. What do you want? Why are you bothering me? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't see her? Of course not. I ripped the note up to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura at all today. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourselves from my sight. Okay, thanks.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist. Strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed it to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Huh? The locker's open, and there on the inside, it's handprints.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in the dust. And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not possible. Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already opened at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have been hiding in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does the handprint mean? Oh my god, these people are stupid. The same shelf of magazines as before. They're all different kinds of magazines. The chair that was shoved against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that there's any kind of string or mechanism used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. This door is the only way in and out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. I've examined both the door and the chair. There's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not the outside.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then.
Then, you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. She's right, but she's right. I should go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with the other two. I need to go hear what they have to say. The other two probably went back to their rooms. Alright. So, that's where we're gonna end it for today. Alright, that was a lot of fun. I'm actually surprised that Sakura died. I didn't see her dying. I don't know. Maybe there'll be another death, but I feel like it's not. I feel like we're just gonna get one death now. Because you just had 3 people die last time. We're not gonna have another 3 people die. So, why do I feel like Hina did it? I feel like she might have killed her. Sakura, like, willingly sacrificed herself so that Hina could kill her and get out. I don't know. It just, I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. But we'll find out soon enough. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!